Next, we will do the experiment of the traffic light. The modules we need to use include the red and green traffic light hanging box. There is also a PLC as the main controller. A set of self-locking buttons will also be used. Next, we will conduct wiring. First, connect the power cord to the control system. The red wire is connected to the positive pole and the black wire is connected to the negative pole. Connect to the controller. First, connect the common terminal. First, connect the common terminal of the controller. Currently, the input high level is still used as the signal input. 0 volt is connected to the COM port. Currently, only one input signal is needed, so only COM 0 is connected. Connect both the positive and negative outputs. Connect the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative. Connect the negative first. There is also a positive pole. A self-locking button is also used. Connect is common and to pin 11 of SB4. For the power supply of the traffic light, connect 24 volts is connected to 24 volts. 0 volt is connected to 0 volt. Use yellow wire for input. Connect I 0.0 to pin 13 of SB4. Use green wire for output. Q0.0 to Q0.5 are connected to the red, yellow, and green lights in the north-south direction respectively. Red, yellow, and green lights in the east-west direction. It is 1-to-1 correspondence. This is Q0.0. Q0.1. Q0.2. Q0.3. Q0.4. Q0.5. Also connect this network cable to the programming computer. Next step is to power on. First, turn on the main power. There is electricity. Turn on the 24 volts control power. Turn on the PLC and power on the PLC. Then open the compiled program on the computer. Find the IP of the controller and click Login. Then click Download. This is the program. Start the CPU. The button has been pressed and the light has been turned on. This is the red light in the north-south direction. The green light in the east-west direction will be on. The green light switches to the yellow light, then switch the red light. It is a red light that switches directly to green light. After a certain period of time, it also flashes green light, then switches to yellow light, and then turns red light. It switches directly to green light. You can take a look. The green light is flashing for 3 seconds and then switching to yellow light. Then it switches to red light for 3 seconds. When switching to red light, the green lights in the east and west directions will light up. Turning off the button, the light will also turn off. Next, directly conduct the digital tube display experiment. Turn off the power first. I can modify the program based on this. It uses 8 input points. I0.0 to I0.7 corresponds to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and DP. DP is a decimal point. Connect 0.0 to A, 0.1 to B, 0.2 to C. Connect 0.3 to D, 0.4 to E, 0.5 to F. Zero point 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Connect 0.6 to G. Connect 0.7 to DP. Use SB1 and SB2 buttons. Connect SB1 to I0.0. This is the common terminal. Connect SB2 to I0.1. Connect a 24 volts power line to the common end of SB2. Currently conducting the digital tube display experiment. SB1 is the digital tube number plus. SB2 is the digital tube number minus. When the digital tube number starts from 0 to 9, adding 1 will become 0. The same principle applies when the digital tube presses from 0. It will display a maximum value of 9. When the button is pressed, the decimal point DP is always on. When the button is released, the decimal point is off. Whether we press plus or minus, the decimal point light will always be on. Next, power on the controller and connect the power. First, turn on the total 24 volts power supply and turn on the controller. First, the network cable is connected to the programming computer. Then open the program. Find this page and click Login. Download the program to the controller. Start the CPU. Click OK. The current number is displayed as 0. That is, it is in the state of 0 when it is turned on. When the SB1 button is pressed, the number is 1. Press and do not release the SB1 button, the decimal point is always on and the number is 2. Release, the decimal point goes out. When you press 9, press it again, the number becomes 0. When SB2 is pressed, the number will decrease. If you do not release the button, the DP decimal point will remain lit. The decimal point will go out after you release it. When it is reduced to 0, press the minus button again, and a maximum value of 9 will be displayed. This is the digital tube display experiment. Finally, turn off the power of the controller. Then turn off the main power. The air switch is turned off and the experiment is over.